club.
This report was filed after a 6-month research that was carried out across 6 regions of the country. This was after increasing cases of internet rights violations in the country leading up to the 2021 general elections.
Unfortunately, Ugandans are still exposed to digital inequalities, including basic online access. This is occasioned by internet shutdowns. We all know what happened during the pre- and post-election period.
Findings from the report have indicated government is increasingly using internet regulation provisions to stifle freedom of expression across various social media platforms. Security agencies are reportedly using social media to track down and prosecute opposition politicians who criticize the government. The report also finds that the increasing cases of internet shutdown are further stifling online freedom in the country. The researchers found that government had failed to provide countrywide internet coverage, in addition to reducing connection costs.
We noticed that the absence of digital rights by the state and non-state actors is linked to the existence of political will, political stability, maturity of state institutions like security forces that actually don't really know how to handle people in terms of the digital rights. Even the people do not know how they can protect their data themselves, because there is no formal way of training, there is no formal communication, there is no, people are not aware of these rights or how to handle their rights in case of challenges.
During the launch of the report, media regulator Uganda Communications Commission was also challenged to explain the continued restriction on access to the Facebook app in Uganda.
It is true that Facebook's connectivity is still limited in Uganda, but this is partly because the government is still engaging with Facebook on how best they can properly operate in our country. You know, there is no single country where you can provide services without subjecting yourself to regulations.
The meeting made several recommendations over the matter.
It's very critical that we create a balance by also talking about the obligation. Because for many people who talk about the rights, we forget to talk about the obligations.
The right to internet and these rights are not absolute. It means that they can be subjected to limitations. However, and this is why I need to qualify it, that limitation has to be reasonable, it has to be acceptable, it has to be lawful, it has to be acceptable.
According to the 2020 Internet Freedom Report, Uganda currently has 10 million internet subscribers, with 6 million accessing social media platforms of Facebook, Twitter, YouTube and Instagram regularly. Joyce Nagato, NTV Weekend Edition.